Good morning, Unity Church of Overland Park.
Yeah. All right.
I got up this morning singing, God is so good. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. You know, I got up this morning singing, God is so good. My God is so good to me. Feeling good down in my soul.
God is so good.
Yeah, I'm feeling good down in my soul. God is so good. You know I'm feeling good down in my soul. God is so good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My God is so good to me. In my time of trouble, I'm singing, God is so good. You know that in my time of trouble, I'm singing,
God is so good.
you know, in my time of trouble, I'm singing, God is so good. Yeah, 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 my God is so good to me. Yeah, in my time of triumph, I know God is so good. In my time of triumph, I'm singing, God is so good. You know, in my time of triumph, I'm singing, God is so good. My God is so good to me. When the day is over, I'm singing, God is so good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When the day is over, I'm singing, God is so good. When the day is over, I'm singing, God is so good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My God is so good to me. Oh, every day and every way, God is so good. Yeah, every day and every way, God is so good. When I take the time to praise the Spirit, God is so good. Yeah, 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 my God is so good to me. Oh, every day and every way, God is so good. Every day and every way, God is so good. When I take the time to praise the Spirit, God is so good. Yeah, 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 my God is so good to me. You know this one. I got up this morning singing. Yeah, yeah, there it is. I got up this morning singing. God is so good. You know, I got up this morning singing. God is so good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My God is so. My God is so. My God is so good to me. Yeah.
Yes, Pancho.
Thank you. Now, if you care to stand and join us for a few congregationals, we'll start with God is my source. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. I release, and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Thank you.
Pancho. Good morning, Unity Church of Overland Park. Yeah, come on. It's a little cold outside for spring break.
Little bit.
But come on, we're heating up the stage, we're heating up our hearts. And good morning to those of you who are tuning in online. It is so wonderful to have you with us. We call you, whether you're present with us now or you're watching in the future, we feel the presence, right? There is only one presence. I'm Reverend Jacquie Fernandez, and it is my great joy and honor to serve as your senior minister.
And I'm Reverend Eileen Stulak, and I'm having a really good time serving as your Associate Minister of
Yeah, you
Operations
are.
here.
Come on.
We are.
Yeah, we are. We're having a good time, and it is a good day to celebrate. This is the day that God, as us, has made. We rejoice. We are glad in it, right? We are free. We release all things, and we center in to the one presence and power, breathing life in and through us. We are grateful for this day, for in this day lives all possibility of being. So we open to the field of possibility. We create that field through our awareness of it. It is already there. So we wake up. We wake up to the vast expanse of the universe, living, moving, and having its very being in, through, and as us. And we say, yes, God, more God, thank you, God. We are grateful for the knowing that life is infinite, that love is always present. Thankful for the knowing that the truth of our divine being is true in every circumstance, in every relationship, in every experience, and in every thought. So we expand into that infinite field of possibility where we release, we let go all that would have us believe otherwise, all that would get in the way of our knowing that we are here by divine appointment. And so we affirm one of our foundational truth statements together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God, the source of all good.
And in today's daily word reading, it is about comfort. And the reading closes with these words, that as we share of ourselves in kind and loving ways, we hearten spirits and bolster faith, giving comfort to ourselves and others. And so let's move into that energy of sharing of ourselves through the power of prayer. As we reach out energetically to enfold in this time of prayer all those who have asked us to pray with them, to pray for them. And over this past week, whether it be through text, emails, phone calls, or hospital visits, an overriding request has been for healing, specifically the physical healing that many are seeking as they move through various health challenges that are before them. And one thing has been clear, that they who have asked are with us right now, participating in this prayer, for they believe in its power as well. And so wherever there may be a desire for comfort this morning, this day, for healing of any kind, we extend comfort. The comforting presence of Spirit, we activate it within ourselves, and we see it being ignited within all those with and for whom we pray today, bringing forth its comfort, its peace, its strength, its wisdom and guidance, and so much more. And we see all people, including ourselves, taking comfort in knowing that that presence is merely a breath away and is always guiding and leading us to our greatest good. And for that and all prayers hold in our hearts in this moment, we are grateful. And so it is. Amen.
Let's all sing.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. The healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. This glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
All right. Look, it's Pam and Ellis.
And it is. And thank you, Fred, and thank you, Pancho, for this wonderful music. James and Terry, appreciate it very much. And Terry, thank you so much. We are truly blessed with all this. We are blessed with Reverend Jacquie and with Reverend Eileen. Thank you so much. Reverend Jackie's lesson today is more equal give.
Few announcements for you this morning. First, our Yarn Blessings group will have their monthly social meeting tomorrow evening here at the Plex Pod, beginning at 6 p.m. The group will celebrate its 1-year anniversary, and you can bring whatever. You can bring whatever craft you're working on and a treat to share if you'd like. Join with others in a time of celebration and community. Next Saturday, March 25th, Folks with Faith will have our monthly meeting here at the Plex Pod. The doors open at 10 a.m. Meeting begins at 10:30. This month, our very own church member, Laura Carl, will be offering a presentation on Tarot, a tool for spiritual exploration.
Wow, that sounds cool. And on Saturday, April 15th, from 9:30 to 4, the Sisters of Myrtle group at Unity Village Chapel is sponsoring a day retreat entitled Women Rising 2023, a day of sacred renewal in the Grand Ballroom at Unity Village. The retreat theme is creative expression and personal power. Reverend Jacquie will be one of the presenters, along with former UCOP member Dr. Rima Benario and Reverend Myra McFadden, who is a senior minister at Unity North, Kansas City. There will also be interactive programs and vendor booths available. This retreat typically sells out, and over 100 tickets have already been sold. The cost is $40, and registration information is available in the e-news.
And a very important meeting for the Good Faith Network will take place this Tuesday evening, March 21st. It is the Solutions Briefing, where we will learn about the outcomes of the research on the initiative of affordable housing in Johnson County and action already being taken on 2 other initiatives, ending homelessness and addressing mental health care access in Johnson County. We'll learn about preparations for the major event of the year, the Nehemiah Action, on May 2nd at the meeting next week. We'll learn about that. When all of this work will be presented to local leaders and decision makers, we are encouraging everyone to come to the meeting this Tuesday evening. It will take place at Grace United Methodist Church on South Ridgeview Drive in Olathe, beginning at 6 p.m.
And it's still light then. And another opportunity with the Good Faith Network is an iftar dinner. They are co-hosting with the Dialogue Institute of KC on April 4th at the Indian Heights United Methodist Church on Knoll Drive in Overland Park, beginning at 6:45 p.m. The iftar dinner is associated with the Muslim fast of Ramadan, during which Muslims fast from drinking and eating from pre-dawn to sunset. The meal is a tradition to break the fast together with family, friends, and neighbors at sunset, and is meant to build bridges across neighbors. Bridges, anyway. More details are included in our e-news and on the website, and we invite you to please check it out. It's a good opportunity.
And what Pam just announced, if you've not ever attended one of those dinners, do yourself a really big favor. It is so interesting and it is so eye-opening, so I really highly suggest finding a way to get there. And now let us say together our vision statement. A world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening.
Thank you, Pam and Ellis. Pancho, you want to sing another one?
When a child is born in any corner of the world, we may not know its name, but we love it just the same. For in our heart of hearts, there's no such thing as far. We can send our love to anyone, no matter where they are. We will sing from every mountain. We will sing over the seas. We will sing until the sound of love is ringing loud and clear. We will sing for every nation. We will sing for all of creation. We will sing so the world may hear. So we live and learn what really matters in the end. It isn't what we've earned, and it isn't what we spend. It's what we give to someone else from the center of ourselves. When we make a choice to lift a voice, then we have lived well. We will sing from every mountain. We will sing over the sea. We will sing until the sound of love is ringing loud and clear. We will sing for every nation. We will sing for all of creation. We will sing so the world may hear. So the world may hear. Sing through the silence in the life of just one child, and you've lifted up all humankind. We will sing from every mountain. We will sing over the sea. We will sing until the sound of love is ringing loud and clear. We will sing for every nation. We will sing over the nation. We will sing so the world may hear. so the world may hear.
Thank you, Pancho. We will sing so the world will hear. Let's receive that as we will sing so the world will receive. We will sing, emanate a message from the heart so that the world will receive. And that's what we are doing in this series, Absolute Abundance. We are in week 4. I had to check because all the weeks kind of run together, right? Week 4. Now, if you are visiting for the first time today or haven't been tuning in to this series, that's okay. There is something weekly that stands alone that's in it for you. And if you have been following along week to week in this series, you know that we are also building on what has been established before. So last week, we talked about visioning your life. And today, more equals give. And it might remind you of week 2, an attitude of gratitude, where we talked about we can't clench our fists closed on our good and expect to receive anything. We aren't open in that clenched state. So it comes to mind again, more equals give. We can't expect more flow, more good, more God in our lives to express without giving. If you are living a truly abundant life, you are not holding on to anything. If you are holding on to something, it is because you have a belief somewhere that there is not enough for you. And that perhaps there's not enough to go around, so you ought to keep what you have. But if you are living fully in the flow of the infinitely abundant universe, then you are allowing health, ideas, creativity, love to flow through you, from you, freely, without restriction. How does that feel? That's a good idea, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, keep talking, lady. So, in this country, 70% of people who win the lottery are broke within 2 years. People who win the lottery in this country are more likely than the average American to file for bankruptcy within 3 to 5 years of winning. Anyone in here win the lottery? Let me check the pulse on the crowd here before I continue. So why does that happen? Well, you think, well, no, they get careless, they get frivolous. They didn't have to earn the money like I've earned mine. So they just go willy-nilly with it and spend it lavishly and give it away, or maybe they get swindled by friends and family. Perhaps they weren't ready consciously. They weren't spiritually evolved enough to manage that kind of windfall of wealth. And we go very easily into the judging mind. Because if I won the lottery, I would do so much better. I would be different. I would change the world. I would be Oprah. You get $100, you get $100. I know, some people were expecting that a couple weeks ago when I was waving the $100 bills around and quoting Oprah. They're like, well, we thought you were giving it away. So, self-righteousness aside, we can say that statistically speaking, any one of us who wins the lottery would probably go broke within a couple of years and or file for bankruptcy. So might we, if you play the lottery, might we consider an opportunity to prepare? Because that very same statistic could likely be applied to any number of windfall situations. Even in a scenario where you have accomplished something that you've spent years working for, when you have arrived, what happens? Many times, it falls apart. Or we actually feel like, okay, well, now what? I was so focused for a number of months or years working toward this thing, and I'm here, and we actually have a feeling of, oh, not disappointed because I shouldn't be disappointed, but I'm actually feeling like, is that it? I worked so hard for this, and that's not that great. What? Okay, well, let me find the next thing. Or perhaps you're at warp speed with that, always looking for the next thing, the next great experience, the next great relationship, the next great job. So we have in us, culturally, collectively, and in our bodies, this training that is happening nonstop. Training ourselves to be in a state of waiting, in a state of wanting, in a state of longing for that which we desire. So this talk actually fits between visioning our lives and more equals give, because there's a little bit of work we need to do and some understanding that would be wise to take with us into the next practice of more equals give, lest we just give it all away to the point of depletion. And that's spiritually, emotionally. I'm talking about codependent relationships. I'm talking about overworking. I'm talking about obsessing on a habit. I'm talking about addiction. These are all the ways that we keep our good from us and train the body to be in an ever state of longing, waiting. And really, that's another way of saying that we are always in a state of lack. Oh, well, no, I have been in unity for 20 years, 30 years. I know how to feel abundant. Do you really? Do you really? And if that is true, then where is there room for you to expand? Because as long as we are in this human form, there is always opportunity for us to expand our understanding, to expand the flow of good that is moving in, through, and as us. So, are you willing to consider this question? Where is your unconscious mind? Where is your unconscious mind? And now the smarty pants in the room were like, I don't know, because it's unconscious. But where do you think it is? Like, just abstractly speaking, we talk about the unconscious mind, right? That which we are not aware of, what we lose awareness of, and we're always kind of moving in and out, right? So the unconscious mind, where is it? Any ideas? Any guesses? It's in the ethers, Rev. It's in the ethers. Like, where's our conscious mind? It's in the body. And your body is a tattletale. Your body is telling everything about what is happening in the inner terrain of your soul. We say almost weekly that whatever is happening in the inner realm is outpicturing in the world. And this is why we have war and cancer and famine, poverty. But it's also true at the point of you and your body. What is happening in the inner terrain of you, of your soul, of your heart, is happening in your body, and your body is telling you all about it, because you experience your emotions in the body. No, my emotions are in my heart. No. Your emotions are in your mind, which is your brain, which is your body. And your body is memorizing. And your emotions become your beliefs, and your body reacts to everything you believe, and it cements it into your physical being. So, when you wake up in the morning, what is the first thing you think? I gotta do today. I didn't solve that problem yesterday, and I gotta face it, deal with it today. Or push it off till tomorrow. Oh, this thing I'm been so worried about it. I fell asleep worrying about this. I dreamt about it all night, and I'm waking up and I'm still thinking about it, trying to solve, trying to be from here to there. And so what happens is your body is telling you, your mind is telling you what you are holding inside, and it's teaching you to prepare. It's teaching you to relive your trauma, because trauma is not the event that happened. It is the response we tend to experience over and over again, the response to what happened, leaving you in a constant state of fight or flight, which is your hormonal response to what is happening in the mind. So before we can even get to more equals give, we have to check what we did last week, visioning our life. Because if we are visioning our life over there, when I win the lottery, when I get that relationship, when I land the dream job, when I find the perfect house, when I lose that weight, when I get my health on track where it ought to be, I really need to get my blood sugar, my blood pressure under control, my behaviors, my choices. One day, over there, what's happening here? We are training the body to be in that state of lack. I don't have what's over there. I see a car I want, I watch it drive by, I don't have it here. It's not my reality. Well, I want it, so I'm gonna work hard for it. I'm gonna save my money, and we start planning, right? For all of these steps that we might take to achieve the vision. But if we do it without a practice of awareness, without a true inner inventory of what is happening in our minds, in our hearts, our emotions, then we keep that future vision over there, and the state of being without it is our present, is our activity, is our living. So that's why it can be so hard sometimes to achieve the thing that seems so easy for everyone else to achieve. And your body is telling on you, so as soon as you try to make a change, as soon as you try to take a step in the direction of your vision, your body will let that go on for a little while. And then it's going to remind you, but this is not what we do. It's not how we eat. Really, you just need a little more sugar. Doesn't that sweet look good over there? Don't you love that recipe? No. This is not how we engage with people. We're too afraid to do that. We don't want to be that vulnerable, dangerous. No. We don't deserve that job. No. We don't deserve this. Who are we? We're just going to sit here and pray and meditate, and all is well. We're just going to let it go. And the body brings us back in to status quo, to error thinking, to lack, to unbelief or disbelief that we deserve or worthy or can dip into the field of infinite possibility and manifest the life of our dreams. And we can do that. The field is always there. It is always accessible to you. We just need to be aware of our human habits that keep it at bay, that keep it distant from us. And there are collective things in our society that work for that too. Systemic racism. Ideas that certain kinds of people ought not to do certain kinds of things. That there's a ceiling, a glass ceiling. That you should just stay as you are, because statistically speaking, that's what's going to happen anyway, so don't work too hard. So, are those things true? Yes. To the point that you bring it into your psyche, that you bring it into your emotional response, which tells your body this is true and you believe it, and that becomes what you manifest. More equals give, means more life. More love, more wisdom, more truth, more awareness. And if I want that in my life, I need to give it. I need to be it. So no longer is the thing I want over there or out there. I'm actually living it now. If I want to be rich, which is not a sinful desire, if I want to be rich, if I want to be wealthy, then I need to live now and embody what it means to be rich and to be wealthy, which means what? I know how to manage my finances. Well, I don't have finances. That's why I'm in a state of wanting to be rich. If I had finances, it's more about managing debt. That's part of your finances. Then manage your debt. Manage your finances in a way that tells the universe you are capable and willing to do so. If you want to be in a fulfilling and loving relationship, be a loving person. Be a person who emanates what it feels like to be in a loving and fulfilling relationship. If you want to land a dream job, or I know many of you retired, so if you want to be in a space where you can give and feel like you are contributing and have purpose in the world, then be a person who gives, knows your purpose, and knows where to give it. And then it all comes back to you. And so then what you want is no longer out there, it's in here. And the law of attraction states that you draw it to you, right? You attract it to you. But really, what is happening is you are drawing it from yourself and projecting it into the world, and then it becomes your reality because you are already living it. So then you will find yourself in places where that state of being is true, because you are in vibrational alignment with all possibility, with the desire and the vision of how God will manifest in and through you. So you take yourself to it. It's not about, that thing over there, I need to attract it to me so I can have it. No, you need to emanate it. You need to live from it. So that if you get a windfall, which might look like winning the lottery, or it might look like perfect health, or it might look like a creative idea, or a book, or whatever it is that you want to manifest, you take yourself to that experience by living as the person who is doing that. I see some heads nodding. Yeah. So let's do that. What stops us is only the unwillingness to see the possibility, the unwillingness to retrain the body. And you might not know that you have been unwilling. You just might not know it. So, okay. Now the question is, are you willing? Are you willing to examine your beliefs that might be living in your unconscious mind? You're like, how do I find those? Your body is already telling you about it. Do you have aches and pains? Do you hold yourself in a stiff and reserved way? Are you constantly stressed? Do you have symptoms of anxiety? Which, name a symptom. Cause anxiety, right? And this is not to do the thing that sometimes can, like if we want a shortcut to it, well, then it's your fault. No, that's not what we're saying. It is not that it's your fault. It is just simply you dipping into the field of infinite possibility unconsciously, so that what comes forth is not what you intentionally desire, but it's just sloppy habits. And honestly, it's not sloppy because you're doing it wrong. It's sloppy because we don't learn it right? It's not something that you sit down with your children and say, okay, so what's going on here is when you first wake up in the morning, you really just need to think about the infinite field of possibility, right? No, get up, get dressed, brush your teeth, let's go to school, eat some breakfast, right? We habituate our life patterns. We habituate our life patterns, and in the habituation of our activities, our life patterns, live our emotions, our emotional response to them, and create our beliefs. And we just keep going. We just keep grinding, right? Working the grind, living day after day. So we just wake up. We wake up from that. And we ask the question, what is it that I actually want my life to look like? If I am a unique and repeatable expression of the one holy presence in the universe, what might I do? Who might I be? And then to know just how many songs do you need to be able to play on the piano before you can call yourself a piano player? Fred, don't answer. How many songs? How many scales? How many notes? At what point do you become a piano player? The minute you lay your hands on a piano, you are a piano player. Now, you're not going to play like Fred, probably. It's pretty amazing. Lots of years of study, right? And you might say, well, I mean, I don't have a talent for piano. But so what? So what? Do you think people everywhere have stopped playing football because Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are doing what they do? No. They're inspired by it. Look what they can do. Patrick Mahomes has broken so many records, but you know what? Somebody's going to come along behind him and break his records. It's how it works. The evolution of humanity is not led by one person. It's led by the collective activity of all people. So it's not enough to say, well, I'm not talented at this, that, or the other, or it doesn't come natural to me. So what? If you have a desire to live that, to be that, then do it. Because that is God as you calling to express itself in the way that only you can. I'm tired. And I mean, this is just okay. This is just what my life is. So it's good enough. Okay. But is that really happiness? Is that really joy? Is that really fulfillment? When we live in utter resignation, cynicism, we are robbing ourselves of a fulfilling life. And it doesn't have to be record-breaking. It doesn't have to be fame and fortune. Patrick Mahomes is out there showing us what it means to be a genius of a quarterback. Pam Enlow is out here showing us what it means to be a genius of a flower arranger. Every week, she brings amazing, beautiful flowers, many of which are in plants she grows herself. She arranges herself. Now, is she on a billboard anywhere? Does she have a show on Netflix that we're all tuning in and watching of how to create? No. But she makes a difference in this space every week. Yeah. And it is fulfilling. I know it is. I'm not putting you on the spot. I've had conversations with her. It is a ritual. It is a sacred act that she does week in and week out. And it's not about fame or fortune. She is receiving more in her life, more fulfillment, more purpose through the act of giving. Do you see? She's expressing herself, a talent, a gift, a joy, and giving freely of it, which means her hands are like this. And so the appreciation that we feel in the room right now flows to her as substance of abundance. And that is but one example. I can look around the room and I could name activity after activity from person after person that makes a difference in the world and the collective wave of human evolution. And I imagine if we all let our inner self-talk out, we could also learn that person after person after person in this space has some self-diminishing messaging happening. So part of the practice in the workbook, if you have one this week, is to take our beliefs and turn them around. Take our beliefs that are not serving us, serving our good, opening us to the infinite possibility, the infinite field of possibility that is always accessible by us, and we're going to turn them around. So you should have received an index card. If you're watching online, just grab any kind of paper, napkin, journal, anything to write on. We'll be using this in our meditation time. So you should also have something to write with. And raise your hand if you don't have one or the other, and Usher will bring it around to you. And I'm going to ask you, because part of what's written in the text this week for the book, as a way to express ourselves is vulnerability. So we're not going to speak these into the space. I'm not going to ask you to be that vulnerable today, but to be vulnerable with yourself, to be honest and truthful with yourself, so that this can be an experience of true transformation. So that when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you think is not lack and limitation and worry and fear, but the first thing you think is possibility. What are my options in possibility today? All right, so let's center in music.
God is, I am, right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am, God is, I am, right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am.
Right here, right now, God is, I am. With a breath, we settle into this truth. We allow it to permeate every cell of the body. We allow it to settle into the unconscious mind as we expand our awareness that we are now, as always, living in an infinite field of possibility. If you haven't already, I invite you to soften your gaze or close your eyes and just release into this moment, allowing any tension you're holding in your body to just gently slip away. You might loosen your shoulders a little bit. Bring your awareness to your lower back and your hips, your thighs, knees, lower legs, and feet, your arms, your hands. Bringing our awareness to the body, this body temple that houses our heart and our soul, and retains all that we feel, all that we think. Thoughts are things, and that thing is the body. So we allow the breath to flow in and out, slowing the heart rate just a bit and creating spaciousness in the inner terrain of the soul, in the physical being. Because this moment marks a new way of being, a new way of thinking, and it will take training of the body, because the body will want to revert, and we say, thank you, body, for talking back to me, for telling me what I am unconscious of. Thank you, body, for helping me to wake up, to gain awareness, because in awareness, I access all creativity. Thank you. So I invite you to allow to come to the mind and the heart space. What are your primary concerns right now? What has you gripped with worry, fear, limitation? Even, well, I mean, it's not gripped. I wouldn't say gripped. Even if it's, well, it just kind of has a hold on me. Maybe it tags me in and out and I can let go, but then I find myself coming back. You know what it is. Whatever it is, let it come to mind and be willing to be vulnerable with yourself and honest with yourself. Knowing that you are bringing this awareness to the holy altar of your being. This is the birthplace of all vision. So we bring it here to allow the illumination of spirit to transform this concern and this worry into a life-affirming, life-giving thought that I will draw from me and project into the world as an experience, as a way of being. And even if you don't believe that that's possible in this moment, that's okay. Work with it. This is why we even come together. What's the point if we don't leave this space transformed, or at least available for transformation? So however you are, this moment is available for you. And just be as you are. If you're very nervous, overwhelmed, afraid, insecure, doubtful, ready, optimistic, enthusiastic, whatever it is, let yourself be. Just notice. So as you have a worry, a concern, a fear that has in some way gripped you, that occupies your thoughts, that is the first thing you think of when you wake up, I invite you now to write it on the side of the index card that has lines. Just write it down. It could be a word, it could be a sentence, it could be a collection of words that capture the essence of whatever this is. Now, as you look at what you have written, ask yourself, is this the affirmation you want to live by? Is this what you want to affirm in your life? Is this what you want more of? So, if the answer is no, then we're going to let it go. We're going to release it, first in mind. The body will follow, and it will take repetition because you have been training unconsciously your body to affirm these ideas, these thoughts. And that's okay. That's done. But it doesn't define you. It hasn't crystallized and cemented into the state of who you are forever. No. You're always in the infinite field of possibility, and so what might you do with these thoughts now? I invite you to turn your paper over to the side without lines. It is open. It is an empty canvas. And turn those thoughts and ideas around to what you would want to affirm in your life. In the mind of God, I have access to infinite peace. As a divine being, I have access to all wisdom. I am an expression of abundance. Why wisdom guides my every decision. I am the expression of health. And we don't concern ourselves with the facts of our situation. And maybe I am right now expressing something that is less than the picture of health. But that is not the truth of who you are. That is not born from the infinite field of possibility. So yes, it's an experience. Yes, you may be gripped in addiction, codependence, fear. But that is simply what you have trained your mind and body to do and to be. And there were probably good reasons behind that. But we let it go for a new way. And affirm truth, capital T truth, that is drawn from the wellspring, that is spirit, that is pure potential. What is life-giving for you? How does spirit want to move through and as you in the world? Wisdom may guide you to get help, to seek an expert to help you manage your finances. Oh, but I can't afford that. Oh, well, guess what? All of the infinite ways, creative ways that you have locked yourself into your undesirable situation is energy and time that could be spent in the flow of creativity and possibility so that all options are available to you. All support is available to you. And as you speak this affirmation rooted in truth, you project this way of being in the world, and you watch the universe respond, rise up, and support you with the clarity that you project into the world. The universe is, here I am. I've got you. And you watch what happens. You will not do this alone. You were never meant to do this alone. Look at what you have written as your life-giving, life-affirming affirmation. This is your training ground. These are the words that you will commit to heart and to habit so that the first thing you think when you wake up are these words. You may face the very same challenges and difficulties. You might have the very same to-do list, but you will arrive as someone who has tapped into the field of infinite possibility, all creativity, all wisdom, all love, all life. and you find me a problem that is a match for you. Spring training begins today. In your soul, in your body, in your life. To the extent you are willing and available. So we say, thank you, God. Thank you, God, for the knowing of this truth, for the awareness that my unconscious mind is right here in my body, which means I can access it, which means I can influence it, which means I can train it, retrain it consciously. And then I expand my understanding of what it means to be a unique, unrepeatable expression of the one holy presence in the universe. I embody that truth. I do not embody my fear. I do not embody my insecurity, my lack, and my limitation. No, I embody life itself. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And so it is. Amen.
God is, I am, right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am.
As we move into this time of blessing all that is given to this ministry, I'd like to ask that you hold on to those cards that you just created, because sitting over there just holding some sacred space for that process, the energy was palpable to me as to what you were claiming and affirming for your lives. And so if you would hold that card again with the words on the blank slate that is now filled facing up where you can see it. And then if you have a financial gift to hold in your hand as well, we're going to put some more blessings upon both, because we can never outgive God, right? And if God's within us, we can bless this offering, we can bless what you have created for your lives with more love, with more wisdom, with more kindness, more everything that will empower those things to manifest in your lives beginning right now. And so let's bless it all by speaking together aloud the words to our offertory prayer. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am joy-filled and grateful.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with the choice and you have to choose, hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door close, hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold while you're out there getting where you're getting to. And you know somebody loves you, feels the same way I hope you never look back, but you never forget all the ones who love you in the place you left. I hope you always forgive and you never regret, and you help somebody every chance you get. Oh, you find God's grace in every mistake, and you always give more than you can take. But when more than inside, there's more than your life, and more than anything. More than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. When you're out there getting where you're getting to, don't you know somebody loves you, feels the same way too. Yeah, this is my that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. While you're out there getting where you're getting to, just you know somebody loves you, feels the same way too. Yeah, this is my wish. Yeah, my you know somebody loves you. My wish. And my wish.
Reverend Fred and the band, thank you so much for the gift of music. I want to give a thank you to all who helped create the service today, and especially we are highlighting this month our ushers, our greeters, and our welcome team. If you serve on any of these teams, please stand so we can honor you. It truly takes a village, and our village is mighty. So let's gather in the cafe for some delicious food, snacks, coffee, tea, all of that goodness, and say hi to someone new today. Let's create and deepen our connections one with another, and let's speak from that place of fullness, that place of abundance. Our mission statement together, Unity Church of Overland Park, transforms lives and empowers people to make a difference in the world. Yes, we do. Now, next week, we'll be at week 5 of our series, The Grit Muscle. How about that? Let's get gritty, down to the nitty gritty, all right? And we welcome in our kids. All right, let's sing them a song as we welcome them in.
We are walking as the light, as the light, as the light. We are walking as the light of God. As the light, 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 as the light of God. We are walking as the love, as the love, as the love. We are walking as the love of God.
Good morning, everyone. Today we had some free-form craft time, which is very fun, reminding ourselves to have fun. And Emily would like to tell you about her projects.
So I made something about my favorite color, purple. I added some feathers, some markers, some crayon, and some yarn. And also, I have this corgi, one of my favorite dogs. It's purple with red and blue, because red and blue makes purple. So, yeah.
Hey, and if you'll all join us for our closing song.
I see joy, I see peace, I see goodness surrounding me. I see love in every breath I breathe. I see God in everything. I see happiness, I see freedom. I see the beauty that lives in me. I I see perfection in what life brings. I see God in everything. I feel joy, I feel peace. I feel goodness surrounding me. I feel love in every breath I breathe. I feel God in everything. I feel happiness, I feel freedom. I feel the beauty that lives in me. I feel perfection in what life brings. I see God in everything. I choose joy, I choose peace. I choose goodness surrounding me. I choose love in every breath I breathe. I choose God in everything. I choose happiness, I choose freedom. I choose the beauty that lives in me. I choose perfection in what life brings. I choose God in everything. Joy, I know peace. I know goodness surrounding me. I know love in every breath I breathe. I know God's in everything. I know happiness, I know freedom. I know the beauty that lives in me. I know perfection in what life brings. I know God's in everything. I know God's in everything.
And from the fullness of your being, join me in the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Have a beautiful week, you radiant beings of abundance.